Hi guys, my name is Izzy and welcome to the road to forearm stance or Pinchamayurasana. In this video, I will be walking you through how to warm up properly in order to go practice your Pinchamayurasana or the forearms, and of course how to build up the strength, especially your shoulder strength, which you will be needing them a lot to go through into this pose. It takes a while to get into this one since you have to slowly build up your strength. Be patient, try to keep practicing, and you will get it in no time. So whenever you're ready, and I will see you on your mats. We will start today on our knees and hands right here. We're going to go into a puppy pose to open up the shoulders first. So make sure that your knees are right underneath your hips. And then as you're walking your hands forward to the corner, make sure that your hip doesn't go forward or backwards. Just keep the hips right on top of the knees and begin to walk your hands to the corner. And as you're doing this, I want you to keep your arms active and begin to breathe in, lengthen up your spine. And on the exhale here, press your chest lower as the best you can. 1, 2, maybe your forehead can come down, or shoulders, or your chest. But if none of these are down on the floor, that's fine. 3, 4, and 5. And on the exhale, begin to round your spine. Press into your hands. Tuck your tailbone. Begin to drop your thighs down into a cobra pose or the Sphinx. Open up into your chest. Exhale here, press your palms, tuck your tailbone, squeeze your glutes, slowly pull back again into the puppy pose. And again, up, inhale. You can keep your elbows up, but trying to press your thighs and engage your inner thighs. Exhale, press back and lower the chest down. Just working on shoulders. Inhale, round the spine, come forward, open. Here on the exhale, press your palm, tuck your toes, begin to walk your feet a little bit forward into your downward facing dog. Press into your hands. Make sure that your palms are wide out. Hands should be with the shoulder distance and feet should be with the hip distance. As you're dropping your neck down, relax your head. Begin to pull your belly in, bend your knees. Inhale, trying to keep your back flat, lengthen your spine, lift the heels. And on the exhale, press your heels back down. Inhale, again, lift the heels. Exhale here, press your heels back and down. Okay, on the next inhale, lift the heels, round your spine, roll your shoulder over. Start with the scapula or the shoulder blades here, protractions, rounding them. And from here, begin to bend your knee halfway, all the way down, and then lift the crown of the head up into a cow pose. And from here, exhale, tuck, begin to push your hip back, lift the crown of the head still. As you come to the back here, lift the knee, lift the tailbone, look up a little bit. Exhale, round your spine, shoulder over the wrist, come forward to the top of the mat. Inhale, bend your knees. Option is to keep your knees hovered, just slightly float it up and begin to lift up into a little bit of a spinal wave here. Exhale, round your spine, shoulder over the wrist. Inhale, again, bend your knee, lift the crown of the head, lift the tailbone. And it's okay if you don't look exactly like me. Just kind of feel the movement of the spine. Feel your shoulder blades pull up to the ceiling. Begin to lean forward and lift back and up here on the exhale. Lean forward. Now we're going to working on our first shoulder strengthening. Begin to drop your knee, chest, shin, or lower down into chaturanga. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Drop everything down completely. Press into your palm. Squeezing your inner thighs and begin to slide your chest just a little bit back. Now keep the knee bent and you're going to lift the butt up. Walk your knee closer and you're going to push. You can slowly push your palms down and try to go one at a time on the elbow and press back. And then again, tuck your toes, lift your knees off the ground, coming into the Dolphin preps here. Try to sink a little bit here. Move your hips side to side, left and right. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, press your heels back down. Hold it here for 5. And if your legs are not completely straight, that's fine. 4, 3, 2, and slowly put your chest all the way to the back. 1, inhale, straight your arms. It can be one arm at a time or both arms together. One arm at a time. Press up and then from here, inhale, round your spine into a plank positions. Exhale, second one, chaturanga. Feel free to drop the knee first. Knee, chest, or shin. As you lift the hips, slide back. You can squeeze your elbow. This might seem a little bit hard at the beginning, but it will get easier. Squeeze, squeeze, and push back. Round the spine. Lift up again. And exhale. And if you keep practice on this, one day you will go down into chaturanga. Keep the elbow bent and not straight up into a completely straight arm plank. And bend your knees, straight the arms, lift the heels. I'll show you again that one. Exhale. And feel free to modify it just like the first couple rounds I show you. Exhale, chaturanga. Push back, hoop. Lift up. Exhale, this time go all the way down. Find your cobra pose. Inhale, palms are here to the side. Peel your chest up. Here on the exhale, lay down. We're stretching out that shoulders. Since now we're warming up our whole upper body, a little bit of a core and lower body. Bring your palms behind your back. Interlace your fingers. If you have a really tight shoulders, you can grab a towel or a strap to make sure that you have a space so your arms can be extended. Inhale. Exhale. Lower yourself down one more time. Inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, exhale, 1. Press into your palms and then begin to go back and up into a downward facing dog. And give yourself a little shake. Pull your heels side to side, all left and right. Inhale here, lift the heels up. Exhale here, press your heels back down. One more time, inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, press your heels back down. On the next inhale, we're gonna drop your forearm down. It's gonna be a lot on the forearm since we're trying to build up our strength here. Press it back. On the inhale here, lift the right leg up, bend your knee, open up into the hip. Now I want you a little bit of a spinning the knees. 1, open. 2, clockwise. Try to open up the hip as much as you can. 3, 4, as big circle as you can. And 5. Okay, here on the exhale, bend your left knee, flip your right foot outside the mat. Begin to pull your left hand closer so that you feel comfortable more on your forearm here. Make sure your shoulders are on top of your elbows. Begin to lift up into like half wild thing, half side plank. Lift up, open up into the chest. Hold it for 3, 2, exhale 1. Drop your forearm down, back into a forearm plank. As you come here, dolphin, roll your shoulder over the wrist. Hold it here for 5. Tuck your tailbone. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, drop your whole leg down. Inhale, palms are to the side. Lift the chest up. Exhale here, press yourself all the way back into your downward facing dog. Inhale here, lift the heels up high. And then exhale, press your heels back down. One more, inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, press your heels back down. We're going to go on the other side. Drop your forearm down to the floor. Make sure that your forearms are as wide as your shoulders. Now, keep pressing back and down. You might not be able to hold this too long in the beginning, and that's fine. So we're going to start with lift the left leg up. You start to build it up. Rest anytime you like. 1, and come back and go on. 2, big circle anti-clockwise. You might get it 1 or 2 at the first time. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, bend your right knee a little bit. Spin your left foot outside the mat. Turn your right hand a little bit inside so that you're comfortable on your elbows. And then begin to lift the left arms over the head. This is like a half wild thing with forearms and side plank. And really squeeze your glute to lift yourself up. 3, 2, exhale 1. Drop your forearm down to the front. And spin the other forearm. Find your forearm planks. This will help you build up the shoulder strength, the deltoids, the upper body. Tuck your tailbone, squeeze your glute. Hip are not too high. Shoulder on top of the elbows. Keep pressing for 3, 2, exhale 1. Begin to drop your thighs down. Find your Sphinx pose. Take a deep breath. Here on the exhale, drop your chest. Bring your hands right next to the side body. Inhale, peel your chest up. Exhale here, curl your toes all the way to the back. Find your downward facing dog. Alright, on the inhale here, lift the heels high. Inhale here on the exhale. Press your heels back down. One more, inhale, lift the heels. Exhale here, press your heels back down. Alright, now we're going to go on. Start with the forearm down again. Drop the forearm. Pressing it back and up. Keep pushing it, and on the inhale here, lift the right leg up. Bend your right knee, open the hip this time. Here on the exhale, maybe slide your left foot a little bit back. Begin to bring your right knee close to the right arm as the best you can. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift the right leg up and back. Here on the exhale, right knee to the left arm as close as you can. If it doesn't touch, it's fine. Lean forward for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, right leg go up and back. Exhale, right foot outside the mat again. This time you can turn up into a completely wild thing. Flip that hand a little bit closer so that your shoulders are not like torn apart with this part. So kind of keep the hands inside. Press down. Lift the hips and begin to roll your right shoulder over. And breathe in for 3 and trying to turn your belly button up. 2. Exhale 1. This time, place your right hand down first. Find your forearm side plank. Now we're going to go from the dolphin. Exhale, forearm side plank. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Tap plank. Stay there for 5. Keep pushing. Don't let the shoulder blade drop. Keep pushing. You guys can do this. 3, 2, 1. Drop your thighs down. Oh, that feels so good. Bring your hands right next to your chest. Inhale, find your cobra. And then exhale all the way down. This time we're stretching out before we go to another side. Both hands will go behind your back here. Interlace your fingers. Inhale, extend your arms. Again, you can use a strap or the towel. 5. And lift. 4. And keep that breathing stable. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, drop your whole chest down. Press into your palm. This time, slowly, go all the way up and back to your downward facing dog. All right, now we're going to go through another side here. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale. Press your heels back, down. One more time. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, press your heels back down. The left side. Start with the forearm. Both forearms will come down. Press down into your forearms. You can bend your knees tiny bit and then inhale here. Lift the left leg up. Let's bend your left knee. Open the hip. Breathe into your left side. And from here on the exhale, draw your left knee to the left arm, to the left forearm, tricep, or try to go as close as you can to the front. Lift the knee high for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, kick the left leg up. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Twist. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, left foot. Step it outside. Spin your right foot down. Adjust your arms. And inhale. It's like a wild thing with the forearms. Lift. 3. Engaging your glutes, your legs. 2. Exhale. 1. Drop your forearm to the front. Find your forearm. Plank positions. Now you're going to move your feet a little bit closer and push the hips up and back into the dolphins. We'll do this 5 times. Breathe. Exhale. 1. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Hold here. Shoulder over the elbows. 5. 4. Really active into your legs. 3, 2, and 1. Drop everything all the way down. Bring your hands behind. Inhale. Lift. Hold here for 5. Press the top of the feet down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Drop your either the left ear or the right ear and relax. I think now everyone's with the shoulders are cooking, including mine. So take a deep breath in and rest. Okay, bring your hands right next to your chest. Begin to peel your chest up. And then exhale here. Go all the way down. Okay, now before we get into our techniques and some tutorials about the forearms, let's stretch out the top of the shoulders, the deltoid, which is now, it's already burned up. So start with this left arm, threading underneath the right. You're going to fold and press your shin down, trying to keep the shoulders square. Relax your whole upper body and let the gravity massaging your left shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, then switch to another side. Thread your right arm under. And begin to press down. 1, 2, or you can feel free to pause the video and stretch even longer. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, begin to come back up. Press your palms. Okay, this time we're slowly coming up. Okay, now we're gonna go and trying to get into the forearm stand. If you already have this and you don't feel like you can hold long, that means you need to build up the strength, spend more time upside down so that you are starting to build up the strength in your arms and your shoulders. But if you did not catch it yet without the wall, or even with the wall but you cannot somehow trying to find the balance, then it splits into 2 topics, where your entry, which is how did you get into the pose, and how do you stay into the pose. You notice yourself first of which entry you like to go into the pose. Then trying to warm up on the legs, do some video of the hip opening first, and then use this method to go up. Okay, so I'm going to show you. The first one is to straight the leg up and go up into the pincha. So what you want to do in this is you measure your elbows, make sure that it's at the same length of your shoulders. So if it's too wide, then you tend to lose the engagement of the shoulders. So you need to make sure that it has to be in the same size of your shoulders. So as you're pressing down, sometimes for some people this is easier for them to find, including myself at the beginning of the practice. I find that bring the palms together, it's easier for me to split out the palms. So it depends. And now, of course, this is easier for me, so it can also change as well. So you want to make sure that whatever you do, palms out or together, you want to keep this line down. So the part of the arms that touches the floor is actually when you do this, like a knife, and you flip the palms down, and that is the part of the skin of your arms that touches the mat. So as you're coming here, I will show you the first entry. Straight up the legs and lift up one leg. So you're pressing, drop the head, and you're walking your foot, you're leaning forward and begin to hold it here, really pushing down the forearms to the floor, because there's a difference between the shoulders protractions, like rounding this and let it collapse. This is the shoulder retractions. You want to keep protracting, lifting it, contracting everything up, and pull your core, working on, breathe in. And then the second step is to lift one leg up and to lean forward and push the floor away from your face, and hold each pose 5 breaths, switching out the leg and the other leg up, lean forward, hold, exhale, come back and down. So you can, of course, use the wall at the beginning. What we want to do entirely, no matter which entry you are using, we want to get the hip right on top of the head. So if you can see the first one where I'm walking, I'm kicking one leg up, or even I'm jumping, or whatever I do here, what I'm trying to do here is walking my feet as close to the front as possible, to sending my hip here right above the head, as close to this line. Because if it's here, you don't walk enough. No matter how much you do, it's going to be super hard to get up, because your hip is not aligned with your spine and your head. So that brings us into the second phase, where if we're going to walk our feet close or whatever to get our hip on top of the head, We need to start building up the strength to be able to walk and not collapsing the face down. Because that is what was happening at the beginning, where we're not strong yet here. So our face want to always go forward and our elbows want to always fly out to the side. So you're pressing, drop the head, and you're walking your foot, you're leaning forward. You lift one leg up, and then you begin to lift up. This is a first entry, which it requires some hip flexor and hip opening to be able to come this way. So the second entry is forearm down. You wide up your legs. And of course, this required some core compression and hip opening. So you're going to lean forward, lift, 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 and begin to lift up. And it's the second entry. But for some people, their hips stuck and they go with the jumping. It's not wrong, the kicking up, but it tends to cause some accidents more. So you can, of course, use the wall at the beginning. So you need to be aware. If you are quite confident with the jumping, then it's all right. But if you like to try to use your core strength or your body strength to lift yourself up without using the momentum of your body, and that would makes it more efficient. If you're still kicking, that's fine too. You do exactly the same, but before you kick the leg up, trying to walk your feet as close to the front first. Okay, place the forearm, prepping yourself, hands down, palms down, there. Tuck your tail, lift the hips up. Keep breathing, walking, 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 walking. Okay, now, if you like, you can bend one knee. Left knee, you can slightly kick up this way, but be careful, use the wall. And after the previous practice, the building up the shoulder strength, and go all the way here, you would feel like your energy and everything has been gone since the first, a lot of, forearms, forearm dolphins, and that is completely normal. Usually when you focus on this and you're trying to get into the pose that use the same muscles, you're like worn out already, and you probably can do it like 2-3 holds and that's it the rest of the day, and you have to stop, and that is completely normal. What is this purpose of this video is for you to build up this slowly, and then maybe next week you do it again. It will become easier. You can begin to hold it longer. You will start to grow up, you build up your shoulder strength, and then it will come eventually. Keep practices, video over and over, and I'm sure that you'll see your own progress. Let me know if you have any questions or something that you like to add or ask more. Leave the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe the channel and like this videos. And don't forget to stretch out the shoulders, cool down. And thank you so much for joining this practice with me, and hope you have a good, safe practice. Namaste. See you on the next video.